okay to have them, or I can have them put some there then.
Well, is it gonna fall, is that number gonna fall in with the number of, yards that we had contracted?
I think so. I don't know if it's gonna be exact, it might be a
I
little.
think maybe we should do the roads that were contracted first and then see
Right.
what we got.
Yep, I'm supposed to meet with Blake in the next 2 weeks to review the roads. And, he didn't give me a date when we were gonna start though.
Okay. You and I had a conversation this morning.
Right.
About that, and, should we have the same problem that we had the last time we used these folks with, not the right mix or what have you?
Not the right gradation.
Yeah, some gradation, yeah, Dan said stop it immediately, and not go further.
I told Pete that I would have a talk with him ahead of time to make sure that it comes darn close to the specs that they said they had coming.
Or better.
Yeah,
Yeah, because if it starts showing up wrong, just shut them down. And call Pete or me or John. So we put too much time.
The thing is they should have done gradations on their piles already, so it should have passed no matter what.
well, I've got their spec sheets, I got a copy afterwards.
But the last time we used them, it was bad, it was sandy.
Was there anything else?
I'm waiting for you to finish and then I have an issue with this.
Okay.
And no culverts or one culvert?
You and I'd like
Okay.
to sit down and talk, because there's one I'd like to talk about in here, that's maybe pulling it off, resetting it, because it's too high. It's, the one I'm talking about is, well, there's a culvert that we'd like to put in at Mike Saunders. I think it's broken in the middle, it's not flowing correctly. Replace it in kind, clean it up at the ends on it, and get it straightened out. So water does flow down that ditch pretty well, on that east side of the ditch. So we wanna get that fixed up, taken care of. I think they wanna add in a second culvert, at their own expense, to get into that field. I think, what were they thinking, 40 or 60 foot?
I don't know exactly how wide, but I think they're gonna put in a 2-foot culvert. And the culvert downstream, I think, is 18 inch. So it's smaller.
Yeah.
Would we need a driveway permit for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the field driveway?
Yeah.
Has he contacted you yet, John? No, okay. He was talking about it.
Talked about it, I'm not sure if it's gonna happen, might happen, might not happen. Who knows?
And I seen on the road report that you wanted one sign on that dirt road west of 107, a boundary sign. What do we put on that, or what?
Royalton Township.
Similar to what exists, I would think. I don't know if we have any.
So, like one that's like a zoning ordinance?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like one on Royal
You want,
Lane.
are you looking for one on both sides, the south end and north end?
I think just,
Just the south end, or?
Yeah, I would say when you're coming into it,
Okay.
that's my opinion. Yes.
I don't know where we put it on the south end.
It'd almost be on the corner as you go up. Okay.
Which one do you think we need to reset?
so we did that kitchen last year on Hummingbird quite a bit, and, with Fly Shecker's property coming in there, I mean, it's a constant stream coming from that property down to that ditch, so it never gets a chance to dry out. So then that seeps into the road and causes the road to be soft on the edges. That road gets traveled pretty heavily, going back and forth, and you can sit there and count the cars, and they don't go slow. So, north of Fly Shecker's driveway, but before the next property's driveway is that culvert. I think that culvert's sitting high, and and it's sitting at the wrong angle. So it's not letting that ditch dry out. Also, it needs to be cleaned up on the other side of the ditch so the water has someplace to go. Because it's just sitting there and it's stagnated, and you got water that's running from both those properties into that ditch. So my thought is, I mean, we put that, how long ago did we put that culvert in?
Before I was,
Before?
yeah,
What kind of shape do you think it's in?
you know, we can look at it again, but I wouldn't be surprised if it could, it is a little bit high, I think.
So going back to Fly Checker's driveway there, the end of that culvert is smashed down. Too. It's not, they must
Yeah,
have had some
it's-
equipment up there, smashed it in there.
It's getting pushed down.
Yeah, because it's always wet.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's got a nice little rock formation, it's picture worthy, so yeah, it's, I think it was something we need to address, I'd like to, you and I to go take a look at it.
Okay.
So that's on Hummingbird, and then, the culvert for my summer, you get those.
So are you proposing action tonight, approval, or is this investigatory?
Well, I think it's, investigatory, but I need to start getting quotes to get this stuff done, and get it locked in, something before the end of summer, so I need to know if it's okay with these two guys, if it's okay, I can move forward with that.
You just need to know how to write things.
I would say get some quotes, so see where we're at, so we can award it at the next meeting, so it doesn't get in the fall. Myself,
Quotes from a bunch of people.
Okay. You get a motion on that?
As long as it's just seeking quotes, I can say by consensus.
Okay. All right, then Dan, you and I will get together and take care of that. All right, and then, I've had some complaints about Apple Road. Just talking to Dan here, and he was up Brady the other day, got halfway down the road, was turning around to come back, and four-wheelers were already out there ripping it up. We didn't finish grading it. So I'd like to, same as we did with the folks on Hummingbird, send a letter to those folks, and then the first house on South Raspberry, it's 3795, it's at 3795 South Raspberry, send it out to those folks, it's a rental.
They always send it to everybody on Apple Road and everybody on Raspberry.
Three houses, four houses on Raspberry, South Raspberry, we good.
I can say a couple of other motorcycles that I know of, but that's up to you guys. I don't think Carol's driving a motorcycle.
Yeah. We have that draft,
Yeah, the one you send it all over.
we have draft from
We
last.
have the draft from Hummingbird, that's not a problem. My only concern is it will not go to the renters, we don't know who the renters are. It will go to the owner,
So Dale,
or Dale will get it.
Yeah,
And I suppose we could put the address and simply say occupant.
yeah,
yeah, send it to Dale.
send two
Send
copies.
it to both, yeah.
Yeah.
Owner and, okay.
We'll make a motion to all of Apple and all of South Raspberry then.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Cause it worked in Hummingbird last year.
You do realize this is going to, be substantial amount of extra hours.
Good help.
Just making sure you are aware.
That's the money from the front side, but then save it on the back side.
And I'm not opposed to it.
And then we address the, access to the restaurant from Apple Road.
No?
John?
Yeah. He doesn't have a culvert. I don't know what to say about that whole thing, but, I mean, he did gravel that last little portion. What are you gonna say?
I don't know, there's four entrances to that field on that road.
I know. So, I mean, how you gonna, I don't know. 'Cause
Is
I
it the
mean,
guy across the road that's upset with it?
Probably.
Is that, what's his name?
Kurt.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know that guy.
Yeah, I know that guy. Yeah.
Do you think he needs a culvert there or not?
Well, it's in the.
As long as it's, no, I wouldn't go in there.
No,
No.
and it's in the.
That was part of the IOP, that wasn't gonna be a road.
They would have access to
Right.
the right.
So you just leave it the way it is? Works for me, I can get in and out there without digging it up.
I think it's getting to the restaurants. You have a problem getting there?
I don't go there, I go to the field.
Okay. Right.
Road issues are done, okay, then,
You had something?
yes. You would ask me to send a note to Township and to, Nessel Township about our taking over Mystic Dove and 540. And I've done that. You also asked me to, tell Nessel that we were going to gravel 540th West. And I quoted the price of $13.23 per yard. They have come back and said, if our vendor is Rydberg's, they're happy. If not, they want to see the specs from our person.
Yes.
So I will provide that to them. But I also suggest that you may want to reach out to their road guy, so that we're all on the same page.
Yeah, see what his concerns are on that road. Has he brought up, has he said anything to you about it? No?
Not go west, where it says not go west.
That's, and then he's down by the stop sign.
Oh, east?
Yeah, because we were
I
gonna
just got a complaint that day.
You have that to me?
Who complained at you today?
No.
Oh,
Oh, sinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
we looked in on road inspection, all 3/4 inch rock.
Yeah. It's just extra rocky, that's all. You know it's a lot of cause I'm sure what Dan grades, you notice that, Dan?
What's
That
that?
east half of 540th is more rocky on the east end.
You haven't graded it since we did the gravel.
Well, you haven't graded it yet?
No, not till June 1st or after.
Well, wait till it grades it, then they report.
Okay.
Right, let us know.
And typically when I do grade, there's a little moisture and I got the packer down, so.
Yeah, but I think anyway back, I mean, it was last fall, and you know, it was pretty rocky, cause I took that way a few times myself.
Okay.
Well, you know, the last, maybe half mile.
Okay. Dwayne, in our, road report, we had some for letters as well, for excessive cars. Are those getting sent out as well?
Not until you tell me to, but, I will have a report, summary report for you, so you can make decisions.
Perfect.
Good.
Thank you. Campus,
Keep that. Keep me honest.
campus and building issues. Website domain change, new domain is active, consider new administrator.
And, this is all good news. We do have a new domain name. Travis asked several things. Right now, we have a single email. He's proposing that, at least you three have your own individual email, and probably extending to the planning commission as well. I don't know how that is affected, but that's what he's proposing.
Will we be setting them up then?
That would depend on what you, recommend or decide. He recommends that we stay with WordPress because we're familiar with it, at least some of you are, not me. And in terms of managing the website, he will host it and be the administrator at a cost of $300 a year, which I don't think is unreasonable. And with that, I'm sure that we would have more authority to post and change than we do right now.
Right.
He's not gonna wanna do what Kent wanted to do, so we're gonna have more authority.
Something we could do in-house, I mean, as far as.
Yes.
Somebody can post, change things, add things, take away.
That should be available in-house.
Yeah, that's the WordPress
Yeah.
part of it, where, things are getting posted and stuff like that, but. So does that mean is he going to design a new look then?
At the moment, no,
Oh,
but if the board wants to do a facelift of the website, I have someone that can do that. Now, that's up to the board to say, yay, go ahead, because that will be a cost factor. My own feeling at this point is, let's not do everything at once, let's get the email up, get the new website going, and then worry about, how we wanna make it look. But, again, none of this can happen without your approval.
Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer, kind of, Travis, be the administrator,
Okay.
$300 a year. I mean, that's peanuts. Yep.
Would you like a motion for that?
Yes.
can I ask a question? I mean, exactly what is the management tasks or
It
responsibilities?
keeps the domain name current,
Yeah.
and does the legal stuff that I don't know, what,
Okay,
what all it entails.
okay.
But there are registration forms that are filled out for
All right.
it. It's at least
Multiple tasks that he needs to take care of.
right. That at least I do not know what the back end looks like and what is all required.
So if we have questions about WordPress for issues, does that fall under that $300?
I would certainly ask him that question, yes. Now, I assume it's going to depend on what work has to be done, whether or not it covers under the administrative, but, most of the time when I pay for information, it's not, we don't get charged.
Because, Kent, from my understanding, Kent was the one that would put create new categories, new years, which was not done for this year. So we're it's not as nice and clean on the backside.
And I would expect that, well, I would argue that if we can do that ourselves, that we have that freedom, flexibility.
Right, but I'm thinking that we can maybe use some assistance to make sure that everything is how it should be as far as, just to make it more efficient and clean.
Yeah.
And so that there's no problems, because I know, just since I started working on it, there's also like an update kind of thing that's mentioned that should be done, and I don't know enough about the program to
And-
move forward with that.
And I think that's why we need an administrator.
Right.
Will there be a recurring administrative fees as he works on stuff, or is it a flat $300 a year?
At this point, unless there's something very special, like a redesign, I think it's 300, but I can verify that.
Right, good idea, because that's hard to believe that.
Before we make a
That would
decision, I
fall
think maybe
into
you
that.
should verify a few facts.
I can tell him to move forward. Let's see, well, can we move forward with the emails?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is gonna see if he's willing to teach or show.
Does he know the software? That's the question.
I'm assuming he does. But that's an assumption that I can't prove.
See if he's willing to work with, personnel.
So I would recommend a motion to.
Make a motion for the
proceed.
emails.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Then would you like a preliminary motion for, if it's just the $300 to go ahead with it?
That would
Or
be
if
wonderful.
there's-
That would be wonderful.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
EC Internet update, Brenda.
No change, no update, yeah.
Everything's being paid.
Well, I think this is more of a.
The legs are still on.
Well, yes, that's getting paid. Yes,
And we're still kind of waiting to hear on the internet stuff.
right, that's where, we're needing information from Janessa as to where she left things, so.
Federated Co-op performed required annual leak test. No action required.
It will be in the file.
Fire district study update. Consultant report received, summary and back.
For your bedtime reading. There it is. And what you have in your packets is an 8-page summary of 44 recommendations. That's the best I could do for a summary. My understanding is that he's supposed to be calling us to get on an agenda to come present this. I'm not sure that that's happening. He seems not to deal with Royalton very much. And again, if you are so moved, you can certainly circulate this, but I wasn't gonna copy the whole thing.
And the whole tree.
Yeah, my preliminary look was, he really didn't give a hoot about Royalton, to be very blunt. And, I will say publicly that I think the planning commission and or the board should very seriously consider rearranging the, fire district lines within Royalton. It is, even if the, fire district goes through, Royalton will be paying more than we are now. And I think, we need to take a serious look at where the fire boundaries are.
Can we,
What do we need to do that?
I don't know.
Do we need to talk to Russ and Brand?
I don't know. In order to change, we would need to have the county administrator or the county auditor declare new percentages for the 3 fire agencies. So this is not just something that I would recommend we do quickly, again, without serious study.
yeah, well, this next working meeting is gonna be very, very busy.
It's
That's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen in this one.
No,
But,
I think we need to keep it on.
yeah.
Okay.
On the agenda. All right, moving on to new business. Consider treasurer maternity leave notification letter in back.
You have your packet, in your packet.
relates to bank signatory list, information impact.
We definitely need to add Brenda to the bank list.
Yeah, and what's required in order to make the changes, it might involve new paperwork for everyone, I'm not sure. I called the bank and talked to one person, and Vanessa ended up doing the same, not knowing that. And, so I don't know if we have to do new paperwork for everyone, or just myself, I guess. But it sounds like, for sure, to get the process going, we just have to show minutes, listing everyone that needs to have the ability to be on a signature card or whatnot, as they refer to it. And then also, that would then remove Andrea, who's still on that.
This is Francis, right? So we have done this on a 501c3 board that we also have, and whenever we make a change, in persons, everybody has to re-signature, for that account.
See, and that's what the information I received, but then, Janessa's been working with this Tricia, I guess, in the past, and so that's where it sounded like maybe it wasn't.
Even if Tricia has given Janessa the forms that we can then sign here, rather than all go into the bank and sign.
Which is different information than what I received.
And
So, I think we'll see, but initially, we just need the meeting minutes showing each and every person that has the,
correct,
so that they can
the
start the process.
process we can work out, but we will need the minutes. And we will need a decision on whether Teresa will, is also a signature.
I'll make a motion to get that ball rolling.
And for the three supervisors, Brenda, clerk, Teresa.
Yeah, and then
Remove it.
Well, you-
Remove that.
And we go back. Yep.
I might keep Janessa on there.
Oh,
Yeah, we got to keep her on, because she's coming back.
yeah, why would we want to not include her?
Yeah.
Yeah, right now.
Because we have to go through this
She's the
again.
elected treasurer.
Yes,
Keep her on.
Yep.
As senator.
yeah. Is that,
Yep, Brenda
is that
and.
okay?
What?
To retain and keep Janessa?
Oh, no, I agree, yes.
Okay. I have a motion by Jeff. Second by,
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Moving on. You good, Dwayne?
I'm good.
Consider path for appointing a new legal counsel.
You had asked that I ask Kevin Hofstad if he had any recommendations. And he has suggested several people. First off, his contact is Troy Gilchrist, who was for a long time one of the match attorneys. He's headquartered in Wayzata. And I believe that the other people he's recommending are with his firm. That was all he had in terms of recommendations. He's not a local attorney, but also.
He's got that experience.
He's got. I heard Troy speak for 20 years or more. not from vendor.
So we'll start there.
Be interesting to see what the rates are comparatively to what we have, compared to what we currently have, where you're beat and then this.
So I'm asking,
Yeah.
is rates and paperwork different? Yeah.
Okay, great, thank you.
Consider, designation of certified building official form packet.
Dan Freiberg has arranged with Caleb to create these. And they would designate Dan as building official limited because he does not have his full authority. But it also would designate Caleb as, what is the term? Building official for non-exempt projects, which, when I looked up what non-exempt projects were, I could not understand the gobbledygook that it means. But, basically it's commercial properties, and that's, they can figure that out. So I would need a motion to the effect of, sending this off to Department of Labor and Industry.
I'll make that one.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Alright.
Amazon Prime update, right?
From the MHC newsletter, Nat's partnership with Amazon Business Prime has recently concluded due to changes in Amazon's association partnership program and benefit structure. So they are accepting no new membership applications from townships, but it assumes that townships with existing applications will have the benefits for a year. And I did get just today a notification that our membership is extended for a year. So I'm happy with that. It's been working very well. It's actually been much cheaper because you don't have to pay mileage to go forth and search out all of most of the stuff.
Sure.
So that's just FYI.
Is there anything else added to the new business tonight?
No. Not from me. Yes.
You're up then.
I'm up then, okay. We had road inspection, I talked about last month. There's getting to be a lot of campers around in the neighborhoods. And then we were told people are living in them, so it's only 30 days that you can be living in somebody's yard. So, on this Mashpee tribe, we heard it's, people are living in campers in your yard. True or not?
Right now they are, they haven't all winter.
So how long have they been there?
They were there in the summer and then, you know, it's my son.
It's only 30 days they can be in there.
I did not know that.
Okay. Or that, you know, it's right there, it is.
I didn't hear that last part.
It's in the ordinance, it's 30 days.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
I asked Dwayne one time, and I thought it was Dwayne, and he said in the summer it was fine.
No.
Not a campground, it's,
There is a limit to how long people can live in campers in large measure because of the septic situation and, the zoning regulations that require single-family residences. I will not be misquoted, sorry.
well, I did the coding exactly what he told me.
Keep it civil.
I just matched him, I didn't raise my voice. I apologize if I got on the line. understand the septic on it because they're self-contained units. I have a septic system.
What was
Do I
your
need to-
septic
Do I need to
system?
apply for a variance, or, I mean, they're either living in my house or they're living in the camper.
But if the septic system for your house was designed for, say, 3 bedrooms, right, Amy, and you hook up to a camper, it's not gonna work. It's gonna overload it.
Well, if we're only using 3 bedrooms out of the 5. You know, they use 1 bedroom in the camper. And no difference with that or what my sewer was designed for in the house, if they all live in the house.
So are your campers hooked up to your sewer system for the house?
No, but we got a dump cart that we pull it over to the septic system.
Okay.
It's summertime thing, you know.
No, but I think this is something we probably should talk about in the next planning commission meeting.
Public forum, members of the public may speak on items not listed on the agenda. State your name and please limit speaking to 2 minutes. Moving on. Correspondence. FYI.
Troy's got something.
Go ahead, Troy.
Last meeting, I think it was, we talked about, doing a 5-acre or possible smaller than a 10-acre thing. What's going on with that?
We haven't talked about it anymore. We just kinda threw it out there.
I didn't know that was it.
planning.
I didn't hear what you said.
The land split down to 5 acres.
5 acres instead of 10.
You guys talked about it with the planning commission meeting last month.
No. No discussion, I mean, no.
We decided not to do any decisions. We just talked about,
I don't think we talked about it at the board meeting.
That might be the planning commission, maybe it is. I'm up for that, it's all, I didn't hear nothing else, so. I was thinking if you were gonna move on with getting on your ordinance stuff, you do it now, rather than.
Report of April building permits sent to the U.S. Senate Bureau of Neighbors.
Correspondence. I have, received, an email from John DeGray applying for zoning administrator position, which I had told him was not yet officially, open. But I have his application, and that's all I have for this. Sorry.
Thanks, Wayne. I guess when that position will open, then
It is what it is.
we'll consider it. FYI. Next planning commission meeting, 7 p.m. Tuesday, June 30th. Next regular town board meeting at 7:30, Tuesday the 30th. And then, at 6 p.m. on June 30th, we'll be able to hear. Make a motion, adjourn.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
I
Thanks, everyone.